Hi everyone, this is Epson EcoTank L3270. In this video I'm going to show you how to set up this multifunctional printer on your smartphone. I will show you how to use it for printing and scanning, so let's get into it right now. First, you need to turn on the Wi-Fi connection mode on your printer. To do this, make sure the printer is powered on and the power indicator is glowing solid. Nothing's flashing on the control panel. Now press and hold the Wi-Fi button for about 3 seconds until you see flashing indicators over here. So now they are flashing, and take turns so you can continue on your smartphone. What you need is install Epson Smart Panel application from App Store or Google Play Store on Android devices. Next, open this application. Agree to the terms and conditions. Of course, you can tap here and read everything, but anyway, you have to agree. Otherwise, you can't use this application. Tap OK in this screen. Here, tap Next. Allow to use your location. This is necessary. On the next screen, you have to allow to find devices on your local network. So tap Next. Tap Allow. The steps are pretty same on Android device. You just need to agree to the terms and conditions, give the permissions to the app, and wait for loading. Would you like to check if your product is separated? You can tap No here because I'm pretty sure this product is separated by this app, and tap on Set up a new product. And it takes you to something like Dialogue with AI. Make sure your smartphone is connected to Wi-Fi, not to mobile data, and tap Continue. Allow to find Bluetooth devices. This can also be in use to find your printer. Now your product is found. This is your printer, L3270 series. It's what you need. Tap on that. I want to select this printer. Yes. Now it's trying to connect. If you see this message, tap on Proceed to Wi-Fi connection settings. Let's read. The guide will guide you through Wi-Fi connection settings so that you can use the product from the Epson Smart Panel. Okay, you can just tap Next and don't read everything here. Each time you see Next, just tap on that. So the product is password protected. So once again, tap Next. You can read this. But actually, I'm going to tell you everything. So hit Next. And now you need to enter the administrator password. And you can find this password right here. Just open this front lid like this. And here is your password on the product label. So you need to enter this password and tap OK. This message you can just ignore, and once again, as always, tap Next. Then tap on your printer's image at the top and go to firmware update and repeat the action. So let's update the printer. Agree once again. So try it a few times, and if it's failed, it seems this is just something like application bug and your printer is up to date. Now let's go back to the home screen of the application and try to print something. As you can see, it's pretty easy. You just need to tap on the print tile and select what you want to print. Print documents, for example. And it takes you to the system folders. So select the document you wish to print. If you need to change your printer in settings, just tap on this gear icon and make sure your printer is selected here. First of all, select print in range. For example, you don't want to print all the pages, so you can deselect them or select one of these options or enter the custom value. Don't forget to save your change by tapping Done. Also, you can set the paper size. By the way, make sure you have some paper in the paper tray. It's A4 in my case. Select media type. In my case, it's the plain paper, so I don't have to change anything here. Let's go to layout, see what's there. You can set borders. You can set how many pages per sheet you wish to print over here. So printing settings are actually pretty same in all printing applications, so let's not go through all of them. Paper source should be set to automatic because you have only one paper tray and mistake is impossible. Color or black and white, also consider what do you need to print, and print last page first. You can change the order of printing. Hit done once you're ready and tap on print, and your document will be printed right away. Well, good job. Let's move ahead. Let me show you how to scan using this application. To scan the documents properly, you need to place them correctly in the scanning unit. So open the lid and put your document facing down, and make sure that the top left corner of your document is aligned with the bottom right corner of the scanning surface. You see this arrow here, so you need to align corners like this. Align borders, so make sure the document fits snugly, and close the lid. Next, in Epson Smart Panel, tap on Scan. Adjust your settings first. Set your paper size, image type, color or black and white, resolution up to 600 dpi, but 300 is more than enough for documents. You can use also remove background feature, test how it works on your paper. And you can use automatic rotation just in case you occasionally put the document upside down, and set image format. You can save as PDF, as JPEG, and as TIFF. So once you're done, tap on Start, and the scanning is in process. You can add the next page right away. Just place the page in the scanning unit first, and then tap on Scan. It's scanning once again. Now you have two pages in the scanned document. As you can see, the orientation of the second page was changed automatically because I've selected this option. Not too much settings over here. You can swipe left and right to switch between pages. You can delete each page. You can crop it. Just zoom in and zoom out to crop the page, and use this ruler to rotate like this. You can reset or proceed or cancel your changes and confirm the settings. You can rotate the page. Tap on these three dots and rotate it also. So let's cancel this. Now let's hit next, and you can save your file, or tap on this icon and share the file using this menu. This is your system dialog. Nothing to explain here. Or once again, you can save to files from the system dialog. Rename your file if you need. Also, you can press back to select location. You can save it to different folder, as usually on iPhone or Android. Go back to the app's home screen. Yes, so your file is scanned and saved. And also they have a document capture feature here, but personally I don't like this feature in Epson application because it doesn't allow you to capture multi-page documents. This way you can just take a picture of one page and convert it into scan. So I recommend you third-party application to do this. For example, such application as Microsoft Lens. It's absolutely free, and this is really powerful application for camera scanning. And one more tip before we wrap this up, always check if your smartphone is connected to the same Wi-Fi network as your printer. No matter which band you connected to, 5 GHz or 2.4 GHz, the point is to be connected to the same Wi-Fi router or mesh system. And that's for it. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. Hit the like button to support our channel, subscribe, and be awesome. See you in the next videos. Bye guys.